2016 has been a difficult year in all sorts of ways. There have been decisions made in our own country, across the Atlantic, on continental Europe and elsewhere, which, whatever one's views about the particular substance of the issue, will bring about significant change, not least in our relationship with other nations across the world. And of course, in Syria and other parts of the Middle East, bloodshed has continued, and we've continued to see tragedy unrolling on our screens, on our television screens, week by week. And so I pray simply, as we have so often, for peace to come, for peace, for stability, for a new spirit of understanding and cooperation between the nations of the world. And I pray that we as the Church, we who should know about living together in harmony, that we will play our part in bringing this about. We should know what it is to live as a worldwide family of people of different nations, different languages, different races. And we should be able to show to the world what it means to live together in harmony. Pray God that in this new year we will be able to do that. For our own nation, like others, I sometimes feel that there are ways in which we've become quite turned in on ourselves. People have become quite self-absorbed, concerned about themselves and their own particular needs and what will satisfy those needs. It's not just about materialism, it's other things as well. And I pray for a spirit of generosity to come upon us as a nation, a generosity that will turn us out from ourselves so that we may be aware of the needs of our neighbour, alert to what's going on around us in our communities, and ready to share that which we have with those around us. And again, as Christians, we should be leading the way in that kind of thing. For our own church, the Church of England, again, we know some of the things which afflict us at the moment, some of the tensions, some of the difficulties. These are matters to which our national church, the House of Bishops, the General Synod, will be giving time and attention during this year of 2017. And again, I pray that we may find the grace to navigate our way through these perhaps turbulent seas in these coming months. I pray also that we may continue to find great joy in our fellowship together as Christians within this nation, with our fellow Christians of different traditions, and across the whole world. For us in the Diocese of Rochester, that is symbolised in many ways by our partner dioceses in Estonia, in Tanzania, and in Harare in Zimbabwe. And no doubt there will continue to be exchange visits and other opportunities to share together with Christians from other nations. And I pray that that may bring great enrichment to us as it has in the past. I pray too that we will continue to rediscover a passion for mission, for sharing the good news of Jesus Christ as we serve our neighbours and as we proclaim the gospel in evangelism. It's one of the emphases which our Archbishop has brought to the Church, one of the things he wants to see flourish during his time as our Archbishop. And I pray that we in our communities, in our parishes, in our chaplaincies, may continue to find this new passion to share the good news of Jesus Christ with those around us, with our neighbours. And that with that we may also seek the well-being of the communities where we are. That's a great biblical command from the book of Jeremiah. And that we may do that with a generosity which seeks to serve those around us. Within our nation, we know there are all sorts of social challenges, economic challenges, challenges in communities. And we as the Christian Church are brilliantly placed to engage with those things. We've been doing it for centuries. We can go on doing it. We're doing it now in many places. And there's good experience to share of how different people have been serving their neighbours to good effect across our communities. More structurally within our diocese, we're continuing to go through a process of seeking God's calling really for us in these coming years. Our conversation, our future process is underway, and we pray that through that we will discern something of God's call for us as to how we should set our priorities, what should be our focal energy in these years to come, how we should be engaging more fully in mission and evangelism and service in our neighbourhoods. And then we'll be joining with the National Church in the Thy Kingdom Come prayer initiative around the time of Pentecost. Further details of that will come out too. As also of a visit that our Archbishop is going to make to us in July. For 3 days, Archbishop Justin will be with us, and we're talking with him about what he'd like to do during those days. And we'll make sure that everybody is aware of the opportunities to share with our Archbishop when he comes to be with us later in the year. For myself personally, as Bishop of Rochester, I'm conscious that I need to make a new appointment of a Bishop of Tunbridge and now also of an Archdeacon of Tunbridge. And I ask you to pray with me for wisdom and discernment in making those appointments. One of my national roles, as many of you will know, is as Bishop to Her Majesty's Prisons. That's an area of our public life which is facing great difficulties at the moment. You'll have seen or heard a lot about it in the news. And I just pray that I will have grace to know what to say and when to say it, and will be able to be an encouragement to those who are working day by day in the criminal justice system across our nation. And more personally, I'm having to learn that I'm not 35 anymore. And there's something about balance of life and trying to get things in proportion. Daily work, prayer, worship, relaxation, leisure, those things which enrich the soul and which make us more fully human. And I pray for you also that in this year to come, you may be as fully as you're able to be by God's grace, the person who God has made you to be, and that you will find joy and hope in this year which now lies before us.